it's Sydney and welcome back to our channel. It is our 32-week update. Holy cow. 32 weeks, that means 8 weeks left. Yay, I'm almost done. I can't wait, if you couldn't tell already. The baby is about the size of a jicama and they are about 16.7 inches long and weigh about 3 3/4 pounds. So at this point, they have fingernails, toenails, they have hair, and they also can see, like if you put like a light on your belly, they'll turn their head. I've tried it and it does work. They'll turn their head because they can see like bright lights. It's crazy, but at this point, all they're doing is fattening up for the big grand finale. As usual, as is every time, we're gonna split this video up into 4 different categories. First is going to be the doctor visits. Second is going to be body changes and symptoms. The third is going to be fitness, and the fourth will be fun stuff that's coming up. So let's get right into the video. So at the doctor's this week, it was another pretty simple visit. I was measured and I'm measuring right at 32 weeks and the heart rate is strong. The doctor is mad because I lost a little weight and it's not even like I tried, okay? I really just cut out fast food for Lent. So she's a little upset about that. And I told her, I'm like, I haven't been doing anything different. I just haven't been eating fast food. She's like, were you really eating that much? And I'm like, like every other day maybe, but I don't know, but it's not like I was trying to lose weight. She's like, you just can't lose any more weight, and I was like, okay, I got you. Also at this visit we got to talk a little bit because Dominic and I actually attended our childbirth class. We talked a little bit about that and her preferences. So she said that she doesn't have a preference when I start pain management, which means if I get to the hospital and I'm in pain, she's fine with me starting to take pain meds if I choose to do that. We also discussed the 3 different types of pain management that you can have while having a baby. First, you can have none and be just totally natural. Second, you can do one where it's through an IV. You get medicine through an IV and it doesn't block obviously your belly or anything like that, but it takes off the edge, but you're still gonna feel a lot of pain. And then the third choice is an epidural. I plan at this point to get an epidural. A lot of people think like, oh, then you're drugging your baby, but with an epidural, the baby doesn't receive any of the medication that comes through that. It's actually a blocker through your spinal cord. It doesn't actually go into your veins or anything like that, like the IV would. Now the IV one, they do receive some of the medication that comes through that. So that's something that you have to be aware of. And I don't think that I was quite aware of at the point when we were discussing it. But she said, yes, with an epidural, the baby receives nothing from that. But with the IV medication, they do. And we also talked about when I would go to the hospital. So for first-time moms, they say they want your contractions to be going for around, they want the contraction to last for about 45 seconds to 60 seconds and be about 5 minutes apart. And then that lasts for 2 hours before you go to the hospital. Now, if you guys didn't know, unlike me, your water does not always break, and that's not always the sign to go to the hospital. So don't be waiting around for that if you are, because I was shocked to hear that a lot of time they end up breaking it there at the hospital. I was not aware of that. So beware of that and don't be caught off guard and sitting at home just waiting, because next thing you know, a babe might pop out 2 seconds after your water breaks. So make sure you know when to go and call your doctor when in doubt. So because of my weight loss, I am currently at 20 pounds of weight gain, which is, like I said, 2.5 under where I was at my prior visit, which is why my doctor was upset. And as I said, it's not like I tried to lose weight, it just kind of happened. You know, I think the acid reflux has played a part in it as well, because it happens at night. And so when I would go to eat dinner, I really wouldn't feel like eating much. So I think that kind of played a part in it as well. But I think cutting out fast food made the biggest difference. My belly is getting much bigger. And I told you guys I would show you a baby bump. You guys wanted a belly shot, you get one. So here we are. There's the belly. You see it? Belly. Belly and boobs. That's all I got for you. Just there. Happy now? There you go. I also think I have experienced my very first Braxton Hicks, but I'm not quite sure, to be honest, because it was in the middle of the night and I was like half awake, half asleep. But I remember feeling like a really sharp pain in like my lower belly, and I remember it's like a really strong like period cramp almost. And it went away after about, I think, a minute or so, and then I fell back asleep. Now I could have dreamed this. I could have dreamed this up, because pregnancy dreams are on a whole nother level and they feel so real and they're just weird. But I don't think so. I think it was a actual Braxton Hicks, or maybe something else, I don't know. But I'm gonna chalk this one up as a Braxton Hicks because I haven't felt anything that I would contribute even being close to a contraction other than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I've had my first Braxton Hicks contraction. And at this point, I still have no stretch marks on my stomach. On my belly though, right under my belly button, like so the lower part, I do have like a little bit of a line that seems to be appearing, like a little bit of a darker colored line, but still no stretch marks. So when it comes to swelling, I am actually starting to experience some swelling in my hands. I can actually only wear my wedding band now instead of my wedding band and my engagement ring, because when they wear them both together, it makes it a little tight, and it leaves like the mark around my hand. It makes it feel very uncomfortable. But I'm just happy that I was even able to wear them this long. A lot of the YouTubers I follow and a lot of my mom friends had to ditch their rings at 28 weeks, both rings. So I'm just glad that I can even still wear my wedding band. And it's just something I've been expecting, so it's not a shocker. But my ankles and feet are not swelling. My face is swelling a little bit. Can you guys tell? I'm hoping it doesn't get too swollen, but I guess we'll see. Something that has definitely changed since my last update is my lower back pain. And just, it's not even my lower back, it is literally like it's almost my upper butt, like where my hips are. That has really started hurting. Thank God for Dominic. He rubs my back whenever I ask, and it makes it feel better. And it's not even, I don't even need a back rub. I just need to put pressure right on like where my tailbone is, and it's like the whole pain goes away. It's crazy to even think about. But that is something that I am experiencing, and it is becoming a more constant thing. It's not just a every now and thing like it used to be. Now it's a very constant thing, and it's whether I work out, stretch, doesn't matter. It's not as bad when I do, but it's still starting to be like this dull, like little pain that's there, and it's annoying. And everyone keeps asking, what are my cravings? And I'm surprised that you guys asked, because if you haven't noticed, along this whole journey, they've pretty much stayed the same thing in each trimester. First trimester was bagel and cream cheese. Second trimester was ice cream, and it was still ice cream up until now. Now, I want an ice cold Coors Light. Don't ask, I don't know. I don't know why. That's not even my beer of choice. But when I like think about like what I want, what sounds really good to eat or drink, it's an ice cold Coors Light. Don't know, but I can't wait to have one. I can tell you that much. I cannot wait. And tequila and other craft beers and wine. Really all of it. All of it. I can't wait. It's coming though. It's only 8 weeks left, and then I can finally have a beer for whatever reason. But that's pretty much the updates I have right now on my body. Now let's talk fitness. No, everything's pretty much the same. There's not much difference from my last update. Like I said, squats have turned into sumo squats. A lot of things now are getting changed up just because my belly is becoming more prominent. So I have to be very conscious of that. I'm still on the treadmill or the elliptical for cardio, still walking the dogs, and as the weather is finally getting nice here in Michigan. Right now we're going through this huge thing that all Michiganders go through, where it's pretty much spring, but it's not. So we have seasonal depression because we spend so much of the year, about 4 to 6 months, where everything looks dull and gray, and it's just not fun at all. It's just dreary. It brings you down, brings your mood down. So we're at that brink where it's supposed to start getting nice and it's not. And it's a bummer, and it brings us down every time. And we just want green grass and flowers, and 68-degree weather would be perfect. But seasonal depression is a real thing, if you didn't know. If you're in California or Florida, you guys are lucky. You guys don't experience what we experience, but it's a real thing. Google it if you don't believe me. So I get a lot of questions about what I use to keep track of how I'm burning calories, my workouts, stuff like that in the gym. And what I have is my Apple Watch, as you guys can see. And the app that I use is actually called Record by Under Armour. And my watch locked. So this is what it looks like. And if you can see, you see how it says upper body? Like, you can change all the different workouts. So if I needed to do my dog walk, and then what I would do is I would push start, and as it's on my wrist, it'll count my, it'll save the time, it counts the heart rate. Obviously it's not doing anything because I don't have it on my wrist, but it does my heart rate, keeps the distance, all that stuff. My willpower, it can tell when you're in a higher heart rate zone than you're normally in and stuff like that. And that is how I keep track of all of my workouts. It's a great app. If you guys have it, add me as a friend on there. And then you can actually, in the Apple Watch, you can challenge people. So Chloe and I challenge each other every week, and I've won 6 out of the 7 competitions, which is pretty bad for her because she's not pregnant and I am. So you better pick it up, Chloe, because I just put you on blast in front of everybody. But so that's what I use. And then to count my food and stuff, I've talked about it a lot. I use MyFitnessPal, and my watch integrates with MyFitnessPal, so all my calories burned, everything like that, it just all goes together, and it's just so perfect. So to answer that question for the masses, that is what I use. So our baby shower is next weekend, and I can't wait. So this is what our baby shower invites look like. It's all jungle themed. And it's so great. We can't wait. We also did the cute little thing where, bring a book instead of a card. So that way the baby always has these books and these notes from loved ones. I can't wait for it, to be honest. It's gonna be so fun. There's lots of games involved, lots of food. There's a surprise, which I'm not gonna announce it on here because this will be posted before the baby shower, obviously. So there's a surprise for all of our guests, and they're gonna love it just as much as we do. So be ready for that. So another fun thing that we've done, and I don't know if I'd really classify this thing as fun, but I talked about it a little bit in the doctor visit portion, but Dominic and I got to attend our childbirthing class, and they sent us home with this big book full of stuff, right? Your girl's freaked out, okay? Because you know what they show in this book? Dilation. Dilation, you see that? You think that looks fun? Because I can tell you it does not. At all. And anyways, we got to learn a bunch of stuff, how to count contractions and all this and that, and all these crazy things that can happen during childbirth, which 99% of the time don't happen, but just so you know, in case it does, they want you to be aware. And yeah, your girl is freaked out. I'm freaked out. Like, I don't know. That's great. It's crazy. The whole thing's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready, to be honest. It's crazy, but it's coming. So better get ready because there's only one way out of this. But no. But the great thing about it is we obviously learned breathing techniques as well. And then they actually taught the guys massage techniques because they told them that was their very important part as a team member, is to keep your significant other relaxed. And so we went through this whole session of massage, and they learned how to massage us and all this other stuff. And she's like, all right, well, I want you guys to practice every day. So I got to look at Dominic and be like, see, you have to do this every single day. You have to do all this massaging every single day, so that way you have it down pat for when the baby comes. Winning. I'm the winner in this situation. So I'm so excited about that. But that was, I mean, it was very, very, very informative. Don't get me wrong. It's just overwhelming almost. It's causing my anxiety to go through the roof. Because we're still getting gifts in the mail too for the baby. It's just like, it's a really a real thing. It's becoming closer. Oh my gosh. And it's just, in all honesty, it's a lot. It really is. You know, it's not an easy thing to take. Our lives are about to change completely. And my body's changing completely, which sucks. And then you have to go through these classes where they tell you all this stuff where probably 80% of it is useless because it doesn't pertain to you personally. But, oh my God, scary as shit. Okay, I'm scared. Your girl's scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't lie. I'm scared. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that we've been doing lately is trying to pick our baby names. Because since we don't know if it's a boy or girl, we have to have one for both. And we can't decide. I think we've got the boy almost nailed down. We're just working on the middle name now. And the girl, like, we've had so many ideas over the years. We have one that we've, like, since we were in college, we're like, hey, this is what our daughter's gonna be named. And like I said, college was 10 years ago. So, but we don't know about that one anymore. So, we don't know. We don't know. We gotta get those names figured out though, because they're coming. It's coming up here, 8 short weeks. So, hey, if you guys have any suggestions, leave those down in the comment section below. But other than that, that is all I have for you guys for this 32-week update. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another pregnancy update or any of our future stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, live your best life.